Mr. Donald Trump has repeatedly pursued business deals in Russia since 1987 and has sometimes traveled there to explore potential business opportunities. In 1996, Trump trademark applications were submitted from potential Russia real estate development deals. Trump partners and children have repeatedly visited Moscow, connecting with developers and government officials to explore joint venture opportunities. Moreover, multiple members of his campaign and administration, including Paul Manafort, Carter's Page, and Michael T. Flynn, have financial and business relationships there. However, Trump was never able to successfully conclude any real estate deals in Russia. Russia allegedly invested nearly $100 million in Donald Trump buildings in 1987. Trump visited Russia to investigate developing a hotel in 1996. Trump partners with Legends, Dockart, and small companies and plans to build an upscale residential development on a Legends, Dockart property in Moscow. Trump commissioned New York architect Ted Lehman, who did the structures in Russia. Trump promoted the proposals and claiming the Russia economic market at a news conference reported by the Moscow Times. Trump said he hadn't been as impressed with the potential of a city as I have been with Moscow, in contrast to other cities I have visited all over the world. By this time, Trump made known his desires to build in Moscow to government officials for almost 10 years, ranging from the Soviet leaders Mikhail S. Gorbachev. They first met in Washington in 1987 to the military figures Alexander Lebes, Moscow mayors Yuri M. Loskos, showing Trump plans for a very large shopping mall to be located underground in the vicinities of the Kremlin. The mayors compromised Trump's suggestion that this mall should be connected to the Moscow Metro, a rapid transit system serving Moscow ends. Tony's Reyes Shopping Center visitors now have access to the Metro Underground. All through the 1996 presidential development did not have. Trump was bribed, this time well known in Russia. A wide-ranging business strategies, including Russia investors, intends to internationally expand the Trump brand. It was in the May 2000 that Trump transitioned from buildings and investor in real estate to simply licensing his name to hotels. Hotel condominiums, and commercial towers, all through a strategy of taking a percentage from the sales, was successfully in the other countries. Its time were not agreeable to Russia and conflicted with their way of doing business with America hotels chain. Between 2000 and 2010, through partnerships with a development company's headquarters in New York, represented by a Russian immigrant, Felix Sater, during this period, the partnership for an assignment of this that included buildings, troop towers, internationalists, and Russia was included. For example, in 2005, Slater acted as an agent from building a troop towers alongside Moscow River with letters of intent in a hard and square footage was being analyzed. In 2006, troop children Donald John Jr. and Ivanka staying in the Hotel National Moscow for several days across from the Kremlin to see promises partners with the intent of doing real estate development deals. Settlers had traveling to Moscow with Ivanka and Donald Jr. Troop was associated with Tesfix Rich, formerly a solvent commerce official and founder of a development company called the Baroque Group, of which Settlers was also a partner. Baroque searched for deals in Russia, while Troop branded towers were attempts to further expand in the United States. Settlers said, "We're looking at some very, very large properties in Russia on the scale of a large Vegas high-rises in 2007, Baroque organizing a potential deals in Moscow between Troop International Hotel and Russia investor. During 2006-2008, Troop company applied for a number of trademarks in Russia with the goals of real estate development. These trademark applications included Troop Towers, Troop International Hotel and Towers, and Troop Home. In 2008, he said as a speaker at a Manhattan real estate conference that he feared the outcome of doing business deals in Russia. But he really prefers Moscow over all cities in the world, and that within 18 months he had been in Russia a half dozen times. In 2013, Troop was in Moscow personally to discuss development deals after selling the right to host the Mrs. Universe pageant that year to Russia's real estate developers. On Twitter, he wrote, "Troop Towers, Moscow is next. Fathers and son real estate developers, areas and earnings Gararos were intended as hosts of the competition, as announced in Las Vegas earlier that year. On the night of the pageant, the Gararos also hosted a dinner from Troop as well as Amy Graf, CEO of the Russia government spec bank PJSC. Troop did not successfully culminate a development real estate deals during this period. In a 2015 interview, Troop said that his repeated attempt to launch business deals with Russia resulted in contact with the top living people, but oligarchs and generals and top of the government people. I can go further than that, but I will tell you that I met the top people and the relationship was extraordinary through super premiers, vodkas, bottles, glasses with 24 karat gold debuted in 2007 at the Millionaires Fair in Moscow. It was successfully only until sometime in 2009, through attempts to create a reality show in St. Petersburg, starring a Russian athletes. However, this was not successfully. Several members of troop corps of advisors had businesses linked to Russia. Former campaign manager Paul Manafort, former national security advisor, retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, and previous congressman and troop campaign spokesman Jack Kempston. Also, at a 2008 Manhattan Real Estate Conference, Donald John Trump Jr. said one of Trump's main sources of income are Russia customers. Russia make up a pretty disproportionate cross-section of a lot of assets. We see a lot of money pouring in from Russia. After its bankruptcy in the 1990s, he borrowed money from Russia financially in a February 16, 2017 press conference. Trump said, and I can tell you, speaking from myself, I own nothing in Russia. Thank you. This is the brief history of our current president of the United States of America, Donald John Trump. He said he had a good relationship with Russia. And this is Kalin, the future president of the United States of America. I believe one day I'll be a president in this country. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless America. God bless you.